Well, hey everyone, it's June 2nd, and this is your Zone 3B garden update. Here we go. Yeah, this bed, I did a lot of interplanting in this one. It's got corn, onions, and lettuce. I figure I'll be able to pull that lettuce out of there before all that stuff gets too high, so that's the plan. And here I got tomatoes with onions. We had a frost, and these ones I had covered in milk, like milk jugs. They were actually windshield wiper fluid jugs, and several of them got pretty damaged, but they're coming back, so I'm not going to fuss over it. There was one that was completely dead in a different bed that I've already replaced, so you know, I've got like 6 more. Anyway, this one's all romaine and a little bit of Bibb. And then over this archway I got some beans that are wanting to sprout up. There's one, but so it'll make a nice little archway of beans there. This one's all Bibb and a couple different kinds of romaine. There's one type and the other type, and if you can kind of tell, the leaves are just slightly different. I'm experimenting with this grow bag of lemongrass. Hopefully it grows pretty good. Here I'm just kind of gradually getting rid of these tulips. I mean, they're basically done, so in the meantime I got some Brussels sprouts, some kale growing here this time. I've never done those ones there, so see how they go. I'll probably throw a bunch of onions in there too. This, I just weed whipped the tulip, so probably in the next few days I'll plant some onions in there. Allium's doing really good. My favorite. Flea beetles nowhere to be found, thank God. Got a bunch of onions there. Might put some onions there. Not sure. And these two beds are pretty much identical, so just gonna focus in on one, but I added this trellising system. I had this last year. I put it in this overhead deal, or year before, and the first year I had like polyester trellis line, which kept breaking with the little tomato clips attached. And then last year I did twine. Well, this year I just sprung for wire, galvanized. I think it's, I don't know, 16 gauge or something. It's pretty fine, but it fits those tomato clips just perfect, and so far so good. And I took a page out of James Pergione's book and attached a board there going all the way down, so that instead of the wire pulling on the tomato plant, whenever the wind blows and stuff, it won't pull on the tomato plant, it'll just pull on this board instead. So hopefully that'll help those. I know last year some of them were really having a hard time, and I think a couple of them broke off. So this year, you know, fingers crossed, things are looking really good. Also kind of changed up a little bit. You know, I'm focusing on fertilizing everything this year. I got a bunch of stuff off Johnny's, and we'll just see how that goes. So yeah, here's another tomato plant that got roasted by the frost, and like this one over here. What the hell? That one is a replacement. And so yeah, tomatoes everywhere, recovering from their frost damage. And here's broccoli and cauliflower, string of peas. These ones I got mixed in with onions too. My garlic is looking great. And another little patch of lettuce. Peas are looking pretty good there. Just kind of prepping these other beds for some more stuff. Peppers and eggplants. Ooh, cherries in bloom. Weed whip the daffodils. Gonna put something in there. I don't know what yet. Here, I'm really happy with spring mix. It's looking good. There's a few patchy spots, but it looks like maybe the lettuce was just buried a little too deep because it's finally coming up. But yeah, it looks so good. And the beets are coming up. And I got carrots there, and I won't even show you the bok choy because I'm like totally under attack by bugs right now, and I don't want to let anything in there. Back here I put cabbage and potatoes, and you can kind of see the potatoes are coming up there. So yeah, this is all cabbage back here. And a little flower garden. Spinach is coming up. I'm thinking about, now that that's coming up, like just ready to plant basil in there right behind it, and then I'm gonna put cucumbers right there. And same here, nothing in here yet, but it's ready for squash and stuff, pumpkins and all that. And then I got another little trellis here for some more cucumbers. So yeah, let's see, what else do I got here? My grapes are looking really good. I've struggled with grapes year after year. I put grapes in and they would never come back. So, you know, these are, what, is it 2 or 3 years now? So I'm rest assured these ones are going to grow forever. And yeah, so I was doing a little bit of wood milling today, and here's what we got. My own dimensional lumber, stacked, painted the ends. And it's not quite what I need for this next project, which is going to be a chicken coop. But it was a good learning experience too. I know I hit a nail, and after I hit the nail, I started getting all this wavy kind of wood. I don't know if you can kind of see that it's like wavy there. And so I went and switched the blade and cut my finger, and I don't know. They should have had those blades like packaged better, because right when I released the wire that was holding them together, they just sprung out and I got slashed by it. So yeah, I got to be more careful next time. But well, I'm getting ripped alive by these bugs, so I'm gonna just make an end right here and just say, hey, keep guarding and take care.